Chapter 1092, The Tyrant Attacking Holy Land Incident. Chapter begins with Kuma reaching Marie-Joie's. Some guards appear to stop him, but Kuma uses Ursus Shock to wipe them out. Some Tenryubito are injured too. Akainu appears to confront him. Akainu, what are you doing here, Kuma? Akainu thinks to himself, what would make a doll with no consciousness like Kuma in the Holy Land? Akainu fights against Kuma. Akainu melts part of Kuma's face with Maigo Hellhound, the same attack he used against Whitebeard. Kuma doesn't defend, he just runs and then disappears. Some Tenryubito are shouting at Akainu for failing to capture Kuma. It seems Marie-Joie's food reserves are at a minimum too. We see a little flashback that takes place after Akainu captured Bonnie 2 years ago. Akainu told Bonnie that her dad willingly underwent his modifications. Back to the present, cut to Egghead Island. Kizaru vs Luffy Snake Man. They fight during several panels of the chapter. Kizaru has light on both of his hands and blocks all Luffy's attacks with his arms. It seems both are using color of arms hockey. They don't use any new attacks. Kizaru, you're very tough to fight, as expected of a man who defeated Kaido. Kizaru flies very far away from Egghead Island to charge his next attack. Kizaru, speed is power. Then Kizaru flies back to Egghead and kicks Luffy Snake Man with full force. Luffy is blown through Vegaforce 1, destroying the robot completely. Frankie is still at the robot. We can see 2 flashback panels of Vegapunk showing Vegaforce 1 to Kizaru. Thousand Sunny is okay because it lands on island clouds. Bonnie attacks Kizaru. Kizaru, you've grown so much. Don't force me to hurt too many people I know during this mission. Bonnie is kicked by Kizaru and she hits Egghead's barrier. Kizaru warps to the middle of the control room in the Labo phase, right next to Vegapunk. In the last double page of the chapter, Giant Luffy Gear 5 appears above them and grabs Kizaru with his giant hand. Vegapunk, Nami, Usopp, Atlas and Edison are shocked and their eyeballs pop out of their faces. Kizaru has a normal face. At the end of the chapter, the ancient robot's eyes power up after hearing Nika's heartbeat. End of chapter. No break next week.